is known to have a very rich culture, and part of it can easily be seen in African quotes. Some of the African quotes, which are usually regarded to as the sayings of the wise, have been around for a lot of years when they were first coined by the wise ones and the heroes among our fathers. Beyond its rich natural resources, Africa is home to multiple generations that consistently seek innovation and change. In recognition of the progress that the continent has and continues to make. African Conscious Native Quotes. Ancient Egypt was a Negro civilization. The history of Black Africa will remain suspended in air and cannot be written correctly until African historians dare to connect it with the history of Egypt. I quote, "Without doubt, it is a far more costly thing to kill the indigenous population than to Christianize them." Close quote. European missionaries to Southern Africa during the 19th and 20th centuries played a strangely ambiguous role in the history and affairs of the region. On the one hand, they were driven by a strong desire to genuinely serve humanity and bring about material and social changes which would improve its quality of life. It's really beautiful. It feels like God visits everywhere else but lives in Africa. I quote, "There is a difference between being in a position of power and being in a position of responsibility. Elders in the traditional communities do not take power, they take responsibility and empower others." Close quote. The black skin is not a badge of shame, but rather a glorious symbol of national greatness. Them. Why do you only talk about the pre-colonial history of Africans? Me. Because it is the last time that we truly were ourselves. Spirituality is not a religion. Being spiritual just means you are in touch with your own divine self. You are here for a reason. You are well, healthy, powerful being who has chosen to bring something unique into this world. I quote, "The greatest mistake of the movement has been trying to organize a sleeping people around specific goals. You have to wake the people up first, then you get action." Close quote. If you educate a man, you educate one individual. If you educate a woman, you educate a family. I quote, "Whoever controls your images controls your self-esteem, self-respect, and self-development. Whoever controls your history controls your vision." End quote. You cannot leave Africa. It is always with you, there inside your head. I quote, "The colonialists care nothing for Africa for her own sake. They are attracted by African riches and their actions are guided by the desire to preserve their interests in Africa against the wishes of the African people. For the colonialists, all means are good if they help them to possess these riches." Close quote. When the missionaries arrived, the Africans had the land and the missionaries had the Bible. They taught us how to pray with our eyes closed. When we opened them, they had the land and we had the Bible. As an African, if you lived your life without learning the true history of Africa, you wasted your life. Ubuntu is something that is in our blood as Africans. I quote,
You cannot enslave a mind that knows itself, that values itself, that understands itself. End quote.